Hi, everyone. Welcome to Kiki and Kibitz. It's Mary, and I'm here with this post-Christmas edition of 90 Day Oy Vey. Shekinah and Sarper versus everyone. TJ's in America and someone else is in America. Let's jump right in, guys, with all these cast updates. So here, a summary of this Oy Vey. Michael is in the United States. Finally. Shekinah versus Danielle, Sarper versus everyone. TJ is in America too, guys. Paul and Karini. Paul blasted his cousin who has custody of his children on the gram. Ari is traveling in Ecuador for the holidays. And guess who she's hanging out with? Corey and Evelyn's friend, Raul. Remember Evelyn's friend, Raul? Well, he's a tour guide, apparently. Annie got a new tattoo, and her cousin Amber is engaged. And the cast celebrates holiday season. So let's hop right into it all. Welcome to America, Michael. Welcome to America. If anyone deserves his visa, I say is this dude, okay? He has put himself through years of torture and abuse just to secure the visa. And from these pictures, it looks like he's finally here. Okay. I want you guys to check out this little video that I did of Michael and Angela. Okay. And I want you to tell me, this is directly from her TikTok. I want you guys to tell me what you think, okay, about the background. Let me know what you think, guys. Now, I can't play the music because I'll receive a YouTube strike for it, but check out the background. Michael, welcome to America. That's all I have to say is years of abuse, torture, humiliation, embarrassment, being degraded by Angela. Finally, got you your ultimate Christmas wish. He's here, guys. So now, Shekinah versus Danielle. They went at it during the part 2 of the tell-all for the other way, but they continued on the gram, guys. Okay, so Danielle accused Shekinah of having bots harass her in the comments. Okay, and she says, after 3 seasons, I can honestly say nothing good has ever come to a cast member supporting the harassment of other cast members like this, especially with bots. Okay, so she's accusing Shekinah of having fake bots accounts harass her on the gram. So now Shekinah responds with, I mean, how narcissistic do you have to be to think that someone would go out of their way to do something like this to you? Someone who literally can't care less about you. And she claims to be such an evolved human. Please. And she goes on to say, also, I'm sure they aren't bot accounts. They are probably troll accounts. Is she new to this? Is this your first time on social media, ma'am? So someone wrote to Danielle in her question and answer sesh. Danielle called, I'm sorry, to Shekinah. Danielle called me a bot for supporting you over her insecure ass. And Shekinah responds with, I'm sorry, babe. I guess she doesn't want to accept the reality that real people don't like her, so it's easier to pretend they're fake. Then Shekinah strikes back again at Danielle and says, I wasn't going to poke anything, but I wasn't going to say anything, but now she poked the tiger. Danielle messaged my boyfriend before the tell-all, telling him she's sorry in advance that she might say anything at the tell-all, but she sent me nothing. And she calls me a woman hater. And literally on set, all she did is ask if there was anyone with a penis around that can help her with this or that. The amount of time she said penis and vagina was appalling. Complete trash, belongs to the streets. Wow. Okay. And Shekinah goes on to say, take pics of these pro Shekinah posts, Danielle, because I haven't seen a single one. Bet you can't, because you're completely full of nonsense. Thought you always have receipts. Where are they? So someone asked her in her question and answer session, what do you think of Danielle? Why? Thanks for asking. She has a giant ego, she kind of says, painfully insecure, totally lacking in self awareness, poses as some self evolved guru, but couldn't be further from it. A complete fraud. She said yesterday in her stories that I'm angry at her because she has an incredible support system and I don't. I have an incredible support system of friends and family. She knows nothing about my support system, so how can she think she has the right to comment on that? Also, she thinks I pay bots to comment about me. No, ma'am, those are probably trolls. And I only responded to one person from my alerts page, not even knowing the comment was coming from Danielle's account. I didn't click on it. The meditation isn't working. Might want to try medicating, Danielle. Wow. So, someone asked Shekinah, have you spoken to any of the cast since the tell all aired? And she says the DMs with Christian, Julio, and Kenny. Okay, 3 facts you didn't know about Shekinah. She took care of HI positive children every day for 3 months at an orphanage in Cambodia. She almost died of appendicitis when she was 13 because her parents tried to treat it with natural remedies. And I'd never been married or even engaged and never wanted that for myself until Sarper. Okay, now Danielle, it's Danielle, you poked the tiger, okay, when it came to Shekinah, because she didn't stop. So she took to her stories and she shared this a little bit. Little bit of tea from Shekinah about Danielle. Tell me what you guys think of this whole war. I found it highly amusing while it lasted.
I would just like to say that the very first thing that I heard out of Danielle's mouth when she walked into the hair and makeup room at the tell-all, I was sitting there, and she walked in the room, and she goes, how's everyone feeling? And a few people answered. They were like, oh, good, okay, nervous, whatever. And she said, just remember, none of this is real. And I looked at her and I said,
Okay.
this is real for me. This is my real life. And once those words left her mouth, I just felt like I couldn't take anything she said seriously. So I really had no reaction to all of her nonsense about Johan because I felt like it was not real. She said none of it was real. So who knows what she's making up or not, but I don't trust a thing she said.
Okay. So Shekinah is just going all in on Danielle, and I'm all here for it, to be honest with you. Now we have Sarper versus everybody, and this I'm not here for at all. Okay, check this out. Sarper just needs to go away. So here he discussed about how he's not a manipulator and his feelings about Andre.
Andre, I attacked Julio. You guys are just not talking about those, I guess. You're just talking about the women. I don't care if it's a woman or a man.
For
if
her,
the person
yeah.
needs to be defended, I will defend them. It doesn't have anything to do with gender. If they're out of line, I will also go in regardless of gender. So, in my opinion, the panel of women that were on this season, I just didn't care for them. I didn't think they had great, you know.
Wow.
They weren't.
What, baby? What? Don't say anything that can be used.
I like Kristen.
Thank
I
you.
thought Kristen is awesome. I love her. And we were DMing today. We DM pretty frequently. And I have nothing against Holly. I think she's a sweetheart. I just thought that she puts her emotions out there too much. It's way too much to even be around, let alone be in a relationship with. So, what else?
Shekinah, you think I forgot that you were trolling Holly all season, okay? And now you want to sit there and say that you think Holly's a sweet girl and you have nothing against her. Mm-hmm.
Else?
By the way, we are not so social people, guys. If you don't, especially me.
Yeah, we're not social people. So as you can see, we don't do well around others.
I am in a neo. He is a short-tempered guy. I am a short-tempered guy too. I know. I can make some. I can picture what he thinks. But one thing was so wrong. I mean, towering you, confronting you there
Yeah.
to a
Do you hear this, Andre?
woman,
Yeah.
to a creature that is weaker in physicality than you. I mean, you can't confront a woman, a child, or an animal.
To intimidate. Yeah, intimidate, you mean. Yeah, he was using his intimidation tactics to try to, you know, I don't know what he was trying to do, to be honest, and he was just very confusing, all the things he was saying. And he's, you know, not the smartest guy, so it's hard to argue with him because you just go around in circles.
He's not deep, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
so
I can understand.
and you know, when I watched the tell-all back, I realized, okay, he wasn't shouting at me, but in that moment, it was overwhelming. So I thought, you know, I felt like I was being shouted at. I felt like, you know,
And I didn't understand it.
Sarper couldn't see he could see what was happening, but couldn't hear it, right?
Yeah, but I
Yeah.
thought that they are talking normally or whatever because there was no sound at that time. And
Yeah.
then when you
Because
said
we were
that
on a break, so
he
his
And he was simply jumping to the defense of his woman, guys.
shouted
sound was
at
shut
you,
off.
and I understood that time. I mean, what's going on? What the fucking
The woman that he
what
called
the
a
fuck
bitch and
is
a
going
whore
on? Oh,
or a slut. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so it was just out of the blue. I don't know. Andre just wanted some screen time, I think, and he got it. So, but yeah, I had no idea. And you know, yeah, you guys can say I was attacking everyone if you want, but you need to actually know that producers are there asking us, "What do you think about this? What do you think about that?" Whenever any topic is brought up, they're going around asking each person's opinion. So I was just responding because we're told to. But they edit out them asking the
no,
questions, of course.
and there is one thing more. I mean, if you watch the tell there was always attacking to us, especially to Shekinah, because of me, because of
Yes, everyone was attacking Sarper and Shekinah. See my little violin for them?
our relationship. But we defend each other, we protect each other, and I think that's the main thing for a relationship. I mean, sometimes, yeah, I'm not 100% right, or she's not 100% right, and we know that, but we can criticize it when we are one to one. We can talk about what we think about ourselves one to one. But when people around, when public around, you have to be like a fist and
Yeah.
stand
A united front.
together,
Yeah, like a
defend each
united
other.
front.
Exactly.
Yeah. We don't want to drag our dirty laundry out in front of everyone. You know, if we have issues with each other, I mean,
Then why are you on 90 Day Fiance and sharing your love story for the world? That's part of the territory. Last time I checked.
we're already doing that enough on the show, and the tell-all wasn't a place for us to hash out our issues with each other. It's a place for us to express what we think of all the other relationships. That's literally what it's for, you know? And we've all watched
And for others to express what they think about yours. It goes both ways.
everyone's stories, and we're there to say what we think about each relationship.
Ask some questions,
Everyone had an opinion about everyone. They just pick and choose what they want to air. So a lot of my opinions got aired and a lot of others didn't. That's fine.
So yes, that is Sarper and Shekinah's story about the tell-all United Front. She wasn't attacking everybody. She was just simply giving the producers what they wanted. Okay, welcome to America, TJ. That's all I have to say. And Kim is taking him on the gourmet fast food tour. Okay, he's been to Dunkin' Donuts. He's been to Chipotle since he's been here. Okay, he went to the Bill Clinton Presidential Library, which he was really interested in. And apparently they're exploring a bunch of truck stops together. So I'm sorry, rest stops. So hey, welcome to America, TJ, the land of fast food, rest stops, and Kim posing at the rest stop like a model. Can deal. Moving on, Paul and Karini, child custody update. Now, this I didn't know until recently. Paul's cousin has custody of the children, and apparently, right before Christmas, she decided to cut off visitation from Karini and Paul's mom, and they both actually have visitation rights. So Paul went to the gram, of course, to blast his cousin who stepped in and took custody of his children because him and Karini are unfit parents. Just saying. So he says, yes, my mother and Karini both have court-ordered visitation rights. However, courts are closed until after the holidays. We are hiring my mother a lawyer to work with my lawyer and Karini's lawyer. We have to wait until the sheriff serves my cousin with the lawsuit. Unfortunately, that will not be until after court reopens. Okay. He goes on to say judges do not like it when someone restricts visitation rights, especially court order ones. Hopefully, she will be found in contempt and jailed when the courts open. So he goes on to say that some of his fondest memories is when his mother, decorated and celebrated the holidays when he was younger, and his mother had, no intention of doing anything for Christmas this year because his cousin cut off her visitation rights. Karini bought presents, and apparently the cousin said, you know something? No. And Paul goes on to say, to add salt to our wounds, Paul absolutely hates living with my cousin. He misses us dearly. Which is why she has banned all contact visitations and photo of biological family after saying in court under oath she would never infringe on the biological family. Our lawyers caught her in numerous lies. Karini has videos of Pierre crying at the end of their visits, not wanting to leave with my cousin. The videos are very sad. Paul, I think you should be grateful that your cousin stepped in to take care of your children and to step up, or otherwise they would be in the foster care. Okay? They would be in foster care right now. Okay? So he posts the plan that CPS, the visitation plan that CPS, developed, that it was signed in effect as a court order last year. And I'm just hoping that all this works out for the best of the children. Moving on, Ari decides to visit Ecuador for the holidays. And remember Corey and Evelyn and Evelyn's friend Raul? Well, apparently Raul is now a tour guide in Ecuador now. And he gave Ari a tour. Annie has a new tattoo. And her cousin Amber, remember her cousin Amber? Well, she's engaged. And first, Annie's tattoo, gorgeous. I love this. I wouldn't be able to do this because I'm a wuss when it comes to pain, but more power to you, Annie. Amber with her fiance Matt, and I just hope that this is not her plan B to get to America, and this is a real relationship, and that they'll be happy. Now, cast holiday celebrations. We have Mama Gwen with Mila, Emily, Kobe, and their beautiful growing family. Shekinah, wishing happy holidays to all of her supporters and haters because the haters help her engagement. Sarper, her social media engagement, not a ring engagement. Let's be clear. Sarper and AI Santa Claus. Veronica and Tim and Chloe doing the family thing with Rudolph's noses. Kenny and Armando and Hannah. I cannot get over every time I see a picture of Hannah, she is just more and more beautiful and she is growing before our very eyes. Like, we're going to blink and she's going to be a teenager. Rob and Sophie, wishing everyone a Merry Christmas. Clayton, wishing Oni the guinea pig lovers a Merry Christmas. And Gino, in front of a huge tree, wishing everybody peace, love, and joy. And before I close out this edition of Oy Vey, I just wanted to say, especially this to you, Danielle and Shekinah, negative people need drama like oxygen. Stay in the positive, and it will take their breath away. Thank you so much for watching me, guys. Please hit the like button, share my video with a friend or 10, and I will be uploading a new membership video soon regarding single life. So if you're not a member of my membership yet, I think you should consider. For $5.99, I think it's a pretty good deal for some great content and hyping hot tea. Okay, that's all I have to say. Hyping hot tea. Check you out next time, guys. Thank you so much. Bye.